Yo, welcome back, Zycor here, and today in our Monster Hunter World area showcase, we're going to take a look at the most biodiverse area in Monster Hunter World. Yes, this area contains so many monsters that turf wars turn into battle royales. Yes, this area is the Guiding Lands, one of the very late game, actually I should say the end game areas in Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. You'll basically unlock it after the entire story, after you're completely done. So yeah, that's kind of what the Guiding Lands is. It's basically a mishmash of all the areas in one area, I guess you could say. It's kind of strange in a sense. So yeah, pretty interesting. They basically added the Guiding Lands with Monster Hunter World Iceborne, so it's it's basically an afterthought. No, they added it with Iceborne so that you can get even more tempered items and stuff like that. Like special tempered items from the tempered monsters in the Guiding Lands, because basically any tempered monster that you encounter in the Guiding Lands and battle will drop special unique items for that monster that you can only get in the Guiding Lands, and usually those are used for augmenting your weapon and making some other equipment and stuff as well. So it's basically a pretty biodiverse area. It really is. So basically, I guess some of the hazards in the Guiding Lands are, it pretty much has everything. It has effluvium, it has extreme heat, it has extreme cold. There's plants that'll poison you there, and it even has paratoads and stuff like that that can paralyze you. So yeah, you probably want to take a little of everything. Effluvium, in my opinion, is less of a worry there, mainly just because, at least me, I don't go down into the rotten portion very much. So yeah, it's a pretty less traveled area for me, anyway. But you would at least, I have an actual full set here, item set for the Guiding Lands. There we go. So yeah, you'd want to at least take hot pots and cold pots, because those will help you there, to cover the heat and the cold. And then, I guess try to just bring whatever else you need. Like, I've got herbal medicine on me as well to cure poison, because any monster can spawn there as well. At least most any monster. Pretty much all the monsters in the game can spawn there, with the exception, I think, of Jubertotus, Beototus, Furious Rajang, and Frostfang Barioth, as far as I was reading at least. And Rampage Brachydios, Raging Brachydios. Yeah, if I could get that right. Raging Brachydios also does not actually spawn in the Guiding Lands. You'll encounter it in its specific quest, but it doesn't actually spawn there. So, to access the Guiding Lands, you could you could do it two ways. You can come to the quest board here and select the Guiding Lands here, and then you can just depart and join somebody else's Guiding Lands if you got somebody else in your session. It also allows you to fix the region levels and adjust the region levels as well. Basically, the Guiding Lands allows you to level up regions there to get different monsters to spawn. Let me see. Let me look at my levels, adjust region levels here. So yeah, at least me currently, I have my forest area leveled up to 5, and I currently have my my desert area leveled up to 5 as well. There's a coral area, I have that at 1. A rotten area, I have that at 1. And there's a volcano area. I have that at 7, and a tundra area. I currently have that at 5. So you can kind of pick and choose what you want to level with this. It will, I mean, of course, they will just automatically gain EXP and level up as you battle monsters, specific monsters for those specific areas. For the forest, for instance, if you battle like a Nargacuga or something that generally spawns in the forest, you'll get EXP for that, and it will raise the level of it over time. And of course, searching for, gathering tracks and other drops by monsters, and then of course hunting those monsters as well will all add to the leveling up of that area. So it's a pretty interesting, interesting thing they have going with it. Interesting way they made it in that sense. But you can also fix the region levels so that if you fix the region levels, then they won't change level, because when you get to a certain point, some levels will go down as well, depending upon the monsters you battle. So like, for instance, I have set a level 7 volcano here, but if I battle some monsters that tend to hang around in like some of the other areas, it could possibly reduce my volcano level. So it's something that you have to be aware of and keep track of. And then allowing you to fix the levels will just not allow any of them to change. So you can use it specifically for specific things. Anyway, the other way to access the Guiding Lands is through the map. You can just go onto your map and go to the world map, and the Guiding Lands is over here. This here will also show you what monsters are currently there for you. So for me right now, there's Kushala Daura and Banbaro. So it's pretty interesting, and it even tells you whether you have the regions fixed or not. If you hit the right trigger, it will also tell you the region information, your levels and stuff like that, and then it also tells you the mineral and bone spots that you have. The mineral and bone spots can be, I think, they can give you they're like gigantic or something like that, or bonus. You get bonus items when you get to a certain level, I believe, with that area, but I'm not fully certain on that. So anyway, now I guess I'll head there myself. So I might as well just use this because it's easier. There we go. And then there's only 2 camps, the first western camp and the eastern camp. I will just head to the first western camp since that's generally the one you'll get to first. Oh, and usually I just do this just because... Oh, wait, no. Oh, there. Yeah, just myself. Me, myself, and me. Yeah. Me, myself, and I. Okay, let's go, Pete, to the Guiding Lands. Okay. Arriving here in the... what looks like a foresty area. So yeah, you kind of come in the forested portion, which is kind of nice. It actually looks pretty nice here. I wish it was a little bit more daytime here. Be better. But yeah, it's got a lot of nice greenery, and you can sit here at the canteen as well and eat. And there's, of course, the little fires over there too. But you can see the rest of the Guiding Lands areas as well a little bit, up if you look up. So it's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Always like these nice greenery areas. And then you can talk to the handler here as well. She just kind of hangs out here, and you can do things like you can even post quests here as well. But I think it will basically take you to that quest from here. So it's not necessarily a quest that you just start here, in live. And then, of course, you can return. You can change your objective. Basically, you can set monsters as an objective for you and all of your party members because, yeah, you can take other people along with you, or like I said earlier, you can join other people as well. And then you can also lure out a specific monster if you have the track for it. Let me go on to that here. See, these are the tracks I have and the monsters that it would lure out. So it looks like I have like 2 Great Jagras tracks right there, as you can see. So it's pretty cool. Basically, this allows you to use this track. It's a special track, and it will summon the Great Jagras, and most likely it will come into the world. Well, this Jagras would come into the forest area. So yeah, it's a nice way to, pull a specific monster in, but you have to make sure you get the tracks. To get the tracks, you basically would, just gather footprints and break parts and hunt the monster that you're wanting the footprint on, or I should say the special track on, to basically get the special tracks. That's basically what it is. I know I said a lot of basicallys. So, I can either jump down here, which I feel like it's better to just kind of crawl into this crawl space out into the outside. So I will crawl under here. Oh, and you can also look at your map, and it will show you the areas. It shows me Banbaro here. And then, of course, it shows you the general stuff that's on your map. But you can see down here, there's these 2 monsters down here. This is Banbaro and Kushala, and right here on the right, it shows you what area they belong to. So basically, or I should say what region they belong to. So if I was to defeat this Banbaro, for instance, it would give me mostly EXP in the forest region. That's basically what it would do. Same thing with Kushala. And then it's also worth noting that as your regions level up, as they get higher, it will, like I said earlier, summon more difficult monsters, but it also has the possibility of summoning, or not necessarily summoning, but allows them to come in, or whatever. They will spawn. That's the word I'm looking for. The tempered monsters will spawn in at a higher frequency or higher chance when you get it to a high level. Generally, that's level 5 or above. Now, Shamos are griefing me. I wanted to have a nice look at this area, so let's get up here to get a nice look around. There we go. So it's a pretty cool area. I bet you the Shamos will come up here. But you can see all the vines. Okay. And of course I miss it. They're just going to keep coming after me, aren't they? There's Banbaro. But yeah, it's got a nice, all these hanging vines and water and, nice greenery areas here. So it's pretty nice in this area. I like this area. I like the forested area a lot. Now, I could go up here to the tundra area, or I could go that way to some of the other areas. I think that goes into more of the forest area. And honestly, the Guiding Lands here is one place you could actually kind of get lost in if you don't know your way around. I can't say that I know my way around for sure, but since I'm near it though, let's head into the tundra region. So heading up here brings you into a nice little cave. It's kind of cool. And they conveniently... Oh, okay, that's mine. They conveniently give you hot pepper up here, so you can just use a hot pot. But, well, yeah, I'll use a hot pot. Where's a hot pot? Here. There we go. So then basically you can come up here with your newly taken hot pots and look at all the icicles. It's actually quite nice. It looks pretty cool. They made a lot of icicles here, a big cave with icicles in it. And most of your Hoarfrost Reach monsters will spawn here, with the exception, of course, of, you know, like Beototus isn't here because it doesn't spawn in the Guiding Lands for some strange reason. I don't know really why. At least that's what I read. And then also in the Guiding Lands, these are the gathering spots. These are the bone piles right here, so you just gather here, and they will tend to contain some of the special Guiding Lands items. So that's pretty nice. There's also mineral spots. And as far as I know, they'll randomly be here though. They won't always be in this spot. I think they can randomly appear in a couple of different spots. Sometimes they won't be there, sometimes they will. Like, here's another bone pile right here. They don't specifically randomly spawn in areas. There's specific areas that they randomly spawn. I just wanted to gather these guys. Okay, that's it. Come on. Get out of my way, you wargs. There we go. Yeah, let them growl over there. There we go. So yeah, interesting. Got a crystallized elder bone too. That's not bad. There's even another one right over here. Okay. That's pretty good. I completed, yeah, right here. So not bad. Bone piles, and then I'll try to find a ore spot. I believe there's ore spots out in that direction, so I'll head up there next. Guiding Tundra Dragon Bone, yes. So head over here, and let's see this. You can even see through to a little bit of a cave there as well. And this has a big central pillar as well in it, so it's pretty cool. So head up here, and there's a little bit more hot pepper here too if you need more hot pots. And yes, monsters will leave and come into the area rotatingly. So they'll just kind of come in and go out, you know, and there are just different monsters will spawn, and yeah, you'll have different monsters coming in all the time. So you have limited time to battle them, honestly. That's what it is. Although I think they will stick around if you're actually actively battling them. Otherwise, they'll leave. But otherwise, this is pretty cool. It goes like, yeah, it kind of goes up at a diagonal. It's interesting. There's also carvings on that wall over there, which is pretty cool. I wonder if that was done by felons. You never know. Anyway, getting over here, this is one of the ore spots. So yeah, mining outcrops. So they look a lot different than mining outcrops from the other areas. You know, general mining outcrops. These are like more spiky and look like crystal. And this is a pretty far down drop. That's kind of nerve-wracking. But you can see all of the, you know, the scenery out there, the big spired rocks and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And these geyser-like vents will allow you to use your, what is it? I forgot the name of it now. The mantle that allows you to float. And then you can mount monsters with it. Now, can you... I don't think you can get up there. Be nice if I could. I wonder. Makes you wonder. No, you can't. Doesn't go up high enough, unfortunately. And there's another one right here. Yes, as you can tell, they spawn randomly. There we go. Got some. And there's also a crystal burst here, so that's unique and useful for battling monsters. Now I can come back down here. There's really only 2 tundra areas, unfortunately. And frankly, there's really only 2 regions, or 2 areas for each region. So yeah, it kind of is a little bit disappointing in a sense, because you'd be like, I want some more, you know. And as you can see, my analysis progress up on the right there, that shows me how far I am towards getting a special track. So yeah, that shows you your progress as you gather things. I just gathered a signs of a turf war because those randomly spawn around as well. And that'll give you research. So heading down here brings me back to the first area, or the first portion here where I entered. So I will head down here. There we go. And head back out here to the forest. Let's just see. A nice waterfall. How there's a waterfall in the ice, I really am not sure. But I guess it's fine. So let's head back down here into the forest area again. Now, I can either go that way or this way. Let's see. Let's head this way. Because I believe that picked up footprint. Of course. You just had to come up here and hit me, didn't you? It looks like that's a tempered Baroth, or Bonbaro as well. So, yeah. Now, you can either go up here, or where Bonbaro came from, you'll be able to walk around down there. And you can jump across these vines, but this is pretty cool. There was a little birdie that flew. Interesting. Yeah, one of those birds. Vines coming from those places up there. So I can swing across these vines. There we go. That brings me over here by Kushala. So this area is a place that generally the forest animals, the forest monsters will come to sleep. A lot of times they will here. There's a large Vespoid, not Vespoid, Vigor Wasp here. And yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid Kushala because I didn't really want to battle it right now. And you can see old scratches. Windswept gashes. I will take this though. Yes, as you can see, Bonbaro left the location. So now I'll see what else is coming. Oh, looks like there is a tempered Rathalos coming in, and I don't want him to see me. So I will head over here and look at the waterfalls, because there are a lot of waterfalls in this area. It's pretty nice. The tree roots. So yes, Rathalos will spawn here because this is basically the forest area. Just trying to sneak around a little bit. All the trees and the vines and the water here looks pretty cool. And there's also mining spots and bone spots that will appear in this area as well. So I will head over here quickly because this is, I believe, the end space of this area. Yeah, you can keep rowing, Rathalos. I'm not going to come and attack you. So yeah, you can see there's, instead of being crouched, I'll stand up. Yeah, it's a pretty, kind of a confined area in here. Let's see what's through here. This brings me into a little area in here that contains some bone piles. You always kind of want to try to get the bone piles if you can, because it does contain or give you the special items, which can be useful for getting things. There's certain things that you'll need them for. So head back out here, head down here, through these vines, and I believe there's just a couple of fishing areas over here, maybe, or something. But it looks pretty nice in here. There's a couple of mining spots, so always get these mining spots. They contain some good stuff too. There we go. Got that. And this. And yes, these items are specific to the guiding lands as well. And there we go. I got some useful stuff. Now looking here, looks pretty nice. I always like the waterfalls. They are always nice. Oh, the tree roots. It looks like it's well treed. And then waterfall going off the edge here that I can't really see down, unfortunately. Be nice if I could. And then the water here, which I've always had a gripe about Monster Hunter in that I can't swim. I like the full experience of swimming, but there's fish in there, so yes, you could do some fishing here. So pretty nice. So I will head back out here, try to sneak past Rathalos. Why my Shamos is out here, I don't know. It must have not been able to get through. Zinogre is here now too. And it looks like Savage Joe as well. I'm going to try to crouch my way over here. Looks like they may turf war. Looks like they were kind of coming after me. I'm just going to sneak my way over here. Never mind, I won't sneak my way over here. I will run up here. My forest region leveled up. Okay, that's nice, because of the turf war. I'll gladly take it leveling up. Looks like there are some shinies there though, so technically you want to get these shinies. Yeah, okay. I'll just have to dodge him. Yeah, you want to get these shinies because these are the special items that will only drop in the guiding lands. I'll take a footprint just because. Now I can go up here, or I can go down here, and it looks like I need to get myself some stamina. So I'm going to head down here, look in these areas. Hopefully he doesn't follow me down here. Rathalos, just stay up there and stop griefing me. So some pretty nice scenery down here as well. More trees and stuff. And now is an ogre. So he can, yeah, he'll now be chasing me. I guess I could dung bomb him, but like, I don't really want to. I guess I can. Let's get him out of here so I can thoroughly look at this area. There we go. That tree in the middle there that he knocked down is a trap. So that is something that you can use. Okay, leave please. Hopefully he does. Good, he's leaving. Thank you. Leave me alone. I wanted that. Okay, so now that's useful. There is a bone spot here, so that's useful. But yeah, there's a lot of vines here and tree branches and pretty cool. Nice area. I really like all the greenery. Looks like there is a mining spot over there on the left as well. There we go. So head over here. I'll gather this. There we go. And then the Jagras, of course. Now, I probably should just ignore the rest of these. Yeah, giant mining outcrops. That's a kind of a bonus that you get. Let's just use one of these. There we go. Got my stamina out there. Okay. So let's see over here. Can't really see through there. Let's see. Looking around here. Pretty nice. Now you can head up to the Rathalos area from here. And frankly, I should probably just do that. Otherwise, this goes out to another area out there. Let's see. Yeah, this tree as well will act as a trap, I believe. You can see actually on the mini-map there's a vine trap. And yeah, it looks like they got blown up. So let's just head up here. I can head up back by Rathalos. There we go. Now I'm back up by Rathalos. Let's head over here. Get up here. And go this way. And now I can go down here. So you gonna follow me? Good, hopefully you won't. So you can kind of see over here. Pretty nice. And this looks like a giant mining spot. There we go, yeah. Or at least a mining outcrop. So that's good. But yeah, you can see the trees and more of the rocks. I'm mostly just exploring the forest area here too, so that's... I probably gotta get going. Or I'm gonna end up... This is gonna end up being a long video. And then down there, nice little valley with a river, and it's pretty cool. So head over here. Now this is where Bonbaro jumped me earlier. So I'm gonna go this way because this brings me down into a little river area. So let's get down here. There we go. You have to actually run off of it, of course. Now, up there is the camp where I first started. So when you jump off, you'll be jumping off down into here. Let's gather those footprints. So then I'll just head this way because I can. And it kind of connects to where I was just a little bit ago. This area over here. This is where I just encountered Zinogre. And yeah, Rathalos is now there as well. So I'll head back over here. And then there's some Kestodon here. And this area is basically kind of Wildspire-ish and foresty. So it's kind of a half and half. I believe this is an area where monsters will, multiple monsters can spawn and then they can kind of, encounter each other. Some monsters that would encounter each other that wouldn't normally encounter each other. So it's interesting. Pretty nice vines and root system. Pretty cool. Now, I will not let Devil Joe encounter me. I was going to say my old term of Devilo, but I'll try not to because I'm used to that. Okay, now this will bring you down into a forested area. Going up here will bring you back to the camp area right here. I will head over this way since Devil Joe is going to attack me. Let's go over here. Apparently Zinogre got into a vine trap on its own. Dodge that. I wanted to look in here quick. You can see it's kind of a little cave-like. So let's head this way. And of course the first Wyvernian's up there. But I probably won't be encountering him. Now this is getting into the Wildspire area. Wait for Joe to stay there. Yeah, you can stay over there, Joe. I don't want you here. So this is, as you can see, starting to get rocky and deserty. So I'll head over this way first, since Joe and Rathalos are there. They're encountering each other. Probably be a turf war now. No, I don't want them. They're attacking each other. But apparently they're not interested. So, yeah, I will head out this way. So you can see, yeah, quite deserty. You can see it turns into desert very quickly. It was just kind of, foresty back there, and now it's suddenly just all desert. How these biomes end up this way, I really have no idea. This would be a very tumultuous weather system. So nice rock outcroppings. Kind of looks like the Grand Canyon in a sense. Some trees up there that are half dead. And then up here, pretty cool. Now you can head over here and kind of look down this area. Hard to see. Yeah, I probably won't list all the monsters that spawn in these areas because, well, frankly, I can't remember them all for one thing, and yeah, there's too many to just list. But you can find the information kind of on the wikis that are around. But things like, Lunastra and Teostra, things that you would think would be in the desert are actually here as well. Mostly Lunastra, I think Teostra spawns in the volcano area. And of course, the terrible Vespoids. That's a very nice craggy area, like really spiry, I guess. Pretty cool. Ants, as usual. Even some nice rock outcroppings up there, too. So that looks cool. And of course, an ogre will leave, so actually that's good. I don't want him to be here. And then you can see kind of odd rocks right there. And then you can get a nice view of the distance right at this spot. It's pretty cool. The distant rocks, the big spire up there in the middle, towering rock, I should say, way up there in the center, and then some of the ones over there on the right as well. So I'll head down here. And this area is another part of the Wildspire Desert area. Just run past the Kestodon. So this is pretty nice as well. Has a little bit of a, underpass here and a bridge, which makes it kind of cool. I will head up here to get a little bit of a better view. So then looking over here, yeah, this is pretty nice view as well to look over this whole area. Looks good. And then, yeah, you can go that way to get back to Devil Joe and go across here. Now, if you're looking for the places that the monsters in the Wildspire will sleep, it will generally be right here. This tends to be where they sleep. As you can tell, it's kind of a, wyvern nest area. And then this is just Devil Joe stuff. I will leave that for now. So then heading down here, just gets to be a little bit of an area down area here. And then some cactus. Everybody likes cactus, don't they? An ogre's left, so that's a welcoming sign. Now, coming in here, I'll go back up this way. This brings me back up into the forested area. Odd how it just changes from desert to forest. It really makes it kind of feel weird in a sense. But you can see all the trees and stuff back into the vines. Now this is one of the one of the forest areas that's kind of lower. I think it's below the other ones up there. You kind of jump down into this area. So pretty cool. Nice water and waterfalls. Where the waterfalls are coming from up there, I'm not sure. And you'll battle all kinds of, forest monsters here. Frankly, I've even battled Teostra here before. Because I don't think this is quite considered forest. I think it's one of the in-between areas. Now going over here, you can kind of go three ways. You can go that way, which I believe you can go, I think this will bring you back up. Yes, this brings you back up to the middle area here, where I encountered Devil Joe, right here. So then you can come back down here, and then if you head to the right, that brings you back down into that area. And then you head over here. This is a nice outcropping. It's kind of a nice view into the depths. Pretty cool. And then it's all pretty much a root system and rocks above me. So then you can go up here, and this will bring you up towards some other forested areas. Nice waterfall falling just kind of through this little area. Pretty cool. So then come up here. This is more into some of the other forested areas, I believe. And to be honest, I'm almost getting lost myself. So then, yeah, you can come down here. You could jump. You could use, to get the bugs to get over to that portion. But it's kind of a waste because you could always you can just run around here and you'll get down there too. So this is a pretty cool area. Looks like this area I can jump, so this allows me to jump down into the rotten area. I can see bones and stuff, so that looks like the Rotten Vale portion. I'll get there in a little bit. So the heading over here, and looks like Bonbotto is back for some odd reason. This is more another portion of the forest-like area, but I believe it's a transition area because that is the coral section. And maybe I'll head over there in just a minute, since I'm here. So this is still more foresty. So actually, I could say that the majority of the guiding lands is kind of forested. Kind of looks that way, to be honest. So this is in the coral section over here, so let's head up here in the coral section. And I'll check the water here. Pretty nice. And of course Pete has to be on his little raft because the water's too deep for him to run in. That's always cute. Okay, head up here. You can see you can easily see that it looks like the coral area. It's actually very nice, all glowy and, filled with, coral looking sea-like plants. It's got a very sea theme to it. So head over here. Now you can get over here, and you can come down here. And let's see if I can I look off into this? Yeah, that looks cool. You can see down far and deep. Okay, that's nice. All pink and stuff. It's pretty cool. It goes up there pretty far too. Okay. Anyway, you can come down here, and these are just some gremokins that are here in the guiding lands. So then you can come over here to the water. Looks like you can't go any farther, but I think it looks like there's a fishing spot there. Pretty nice though. Nice waterfall and weird little spindly plants on the wall. Pretty cool. So head up here, now that I've got a Drumokin with me. Looks like I have my Shamos as well. I've got 3 things with me. Yeah, let's all go. It's funny. Always gotta have my companions. They're nice companions. Okay, so one of the little hummingbirds. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Looking at it right here, you get to see a nice view and some signs of a turf war, which I will gather because those give you more towards the special tracks, as you can tell. So head up here. Looking up there. More coral. Pretty cool. So head up here. This is just kind of an underpass. Now this is also coral up here in this area. I mean, of course, that's obvious. But things like, silver rathalos and stuff will spawn here. Other things from the coral as well. Silver rathalos is the only thing coming to mind right now. So I can head up here. Just climb up this area. And just brings me up to a higher viewpoint. It's pretty nice. You can see the higher coral areas up there. Looks pretty cool. Head down here. And I can see down there. It's pretty nice. I could probably jump off, but there's not really much of a point. This is just basically the top of the underpass. So head over here. And I can see down there, which allows me to jump off into the area that I first came from, the little forested area that kind of transitions between forest and coral. And then I can, of course, jump off of this, and of course, I'm back into this area. So let's just jump off here so I can get back over here easier. There we go. Okay, that brings me here. Now I will head over here, kind of back down into the deeper portions. This brings me back down into this area down in here, where I've battled Teostra before and stuff, where I mentioned that earlier. And then the wildfire area is over there. And then right here, right in this area, there is the other camp. So head in here. I'll show you that. Kind of a low ceiling camp, but nice little bit of light coming in, natural light. It's pretty cool. Nice and greenery as well. I should say nice and green as well. So head back out here. And down here. Now this area will allow you to drop off down into an area that goes to the volcano or the rotten area. I will just head down there this way myself. Bonbotto can just kind of, mosey on by. So head over here. And then over here, this, I believe this brings you back up. Yeah, just kind of brings you around in a circle a little bit, of course. So head down here. And I guess I will head into the... It's pretty interesting down there. I'll head into the rotten portion down here. Now heading down here kind of brings you... It's not quite effluvium right here. You don't actually get effluvium yet. Now you have the choice here of either going this way, which heads down into the rotten area, or going this way, which heads closer down into the volcano area. So I will head this way into the rotten area. And as you can see, it really looks like the rotten vale. Looks all rotten and decayed. And here you start encountering the effluvium. I probably won't be down here for too long, so I should be okay. Although you might want to bring... if you're going to be in here a lot, you might want to bring effluvium resistance or grab some torch pods, which I'm trying to see some here and I'm not seeing them. Oh, here they are. There we go. But not much of a point unless I'm going to stand here and look. Wrong button. Let's stand here and look for a second. There we go. So as you can see, there is what looks like some big skeleton. That looks like a pretty giant skeleton over there. Makes you wonder where it came from. And yeah, big, large bones under here. So there's some giant wyverns that have been down here. Lots of rotting stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty ugly place in a sense. But down there, more yellow water, which like I said in my Rotten Vale Showcase kind of looks like pee. It's kind of funny. So head over here, out of my little safe zone that I had. Kind of ignore Great Gyros. But yes, things like Great Gyros spawn here, and Radoban, and all kinds of other things like that. So that generally tends to be where they spawn. So coming over here, there's some bones right here as well. Look off here. More of that water down there. I know it's just water with a yellow look to it because of the ambient light, but it's just funny to say that it looks like pee. So head over here. Can't see anything down here. Be nice if you could kind of go down there a little bit. More down there. Luckily I can't fall off there, that would be terrible. Looks like Bonbutto comes down in here as well. So let's head down this way. And you can see we're getting even deeper. But this is the only other location, the second area of the rotten portion. It's pretty big though. Big spires up there, or I should say bony spires. And you can climb these walls, of course, and mount. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice, as ugly as it looks. And here is a mining outcrop as well. Can get some nice stuff. A fluvial crystal. Actually, I haven't gotten some of these things myself because I haven't spent much time down in here. And then there's Devil's Blight. Might as well grab that just because. I don't think I looked down here. Let's check this out. Okay, yeah, some more water. Maybe I did check that out. Okay, so head over here. Now I can go back up this direction, which brings me back up to the other area over here. Now I can go up here. This is the kind of foresty interim area. This goes back up to the Rotten Vale area portion here. So right up here, where I was, going down into the Rotten Vale there. So I'll head back down here. And I thought I'd take a detour and look at this. Nice little pond with a waterfall. Pretty cool. And it looks like you can go up there possibly. Yeah, you can get up there. So it's a nice way up. Quick way up, shortcut. So head down here. This is the foresty interim area before you go down into the volcano area. So this is a pretty nice place as well. Kind of a, in a cave area. How the plants get enough light down here, I don't really know. Looks like there is some sunlight that comes in through this hole. So it's pretty cool. These are the paratoads I was talking about. And these are the poison plants. So yes, if you hit them, then you will be poisoned. That's another reason to keep your antidotes and herbal medicine on you. Let's just check this area here. Pretty cool. Looks like it goes down quite far. Let's go over here. Trying to avoid the Shamos. Or not Shamos, the Jagras. The Great Jagras. Or not Great Jagras, the Jagras. Just Jagras. Saying it wrong. Okay, head back out here. Now this way, you can go back up to the forested areas, but I will go down here. And they conveniently give you some cool shrooms as well. Or chill shrooms, I should say. This goes down into the volcano area. As you can see, Lunastra is down here, which is dangerous. This is a tempered Lunastra. I'm actually tempted to battle it right now, but I won't because of time concerns. Let's get a cool drink here. Hopefully I can get by her without having too much trouble. Now, in here, this is the first area you would be in the volcano area. It's got a little hole there for light as well, but I'm certain it has plenty of light just from the glowing rocks and lava. And as you can see, this is a waterfall going into lava, which, yeah, is basically, it looks to me like it's vaporizing the, or I should say, yeah, vaporizing the water before it even hits the lava. Yeah, funny. So head up here. This is just an area where some of the monsters in the volcano zone will come to sleep. But there's another area over in that area as well where they'll sleep. So look over around here. Pretty cool. There is sometimes a bone here. Yep, bone pile right there. And then there's also one over there. So head over here. It's a pretty cool place. Kind of smoky. So I might as well head over this way, because this goes over into the second area with Lunistra and Brachydios, which this is technically a dangerous situation. Let's look over here. I think I'll crouch just because. So this brings you down, yeah, that looks down into the dangerous volcano area and the lava. But it's still kind of cool. You can see up there, pretty nice area. Yeah, where Lunistra is sitting right now is the place where other hot monsters will come to sleep. Let's try to sneak past her. You don't really want to aggro her. Of course, of course. Now there's lava here with lava coming down the walls. So that's pretty cool. Same thing over here. Some lava coming out on the walls there. Then you can run over here. This area, this here will kind of erupt and explode after a certain time. It just kind of, you know, gathers up over time. So then looking over here, pretty nice. Pretty nice area with lava. Would you leave me alone, Lunistra? Leave me alone. Use that. And yeah, head over here quickly. Let's just get over here and take a look. There are some mining spots right here. I don't have time to mine them. Look down in there and get myself hit. Okay, head over this way. And this way over here brings you back to the first area I entered right here. This area right here tends to be where Raging Brachydios will have his final bout with you in his quest. But I will head over this way and go out this way, because this area will bring you back up to the forested area. Yeah, and she can just stay there and attack. Now this is a fluvial area here. Don't let her follow me. There we go. Yeah, this goes back down the fluvial area. I need to wait till she's done supernovaing. Head up here. This brings you back up into the little forested area. So I'll head back up, as long as I'm not getting myself lost here. Yeah, this is the right way up. So you head up here, and you go back up. Now the question is, did I cover all the areas? Honestly, I can't remember, because it's too many confusing ways to go. So then it brings you back out to here. And then you end up over here back by the regular camp. Looks like Volcano is here now too. And this right here, you'll be able to jump off down into that area down there. So it's just a quick shortcut. Try to crouch to avoid Volcano. But honestly, I might as well just head into the camp. And I think that pretty much covers this entire area. Hopefully. Let's take a look at the map quick. So, yeah. So this is the upper portion where you kind of first spawn in. This is the middle portion where there's mostly the forest and some of the other areas, which are nice. I think that's the coral area over there on the right. And then down here is the lower portions like the rotten area and the volcano. So yeah, looks like I covered it all. So the Guiding Lands is a pretty expansive area in a sense, but also it gives you a lot of freedom for the monster that you want to battle. If you don't want to battle a monster, you can kind of just ignore it, or try to get some other to spawn by having Handler lure something out. You'd have to use a footprint for that though. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice way to allow you to... Oh, I can't lure one out. Okay. Wait, what? I didn't... You report investigations as well. Let's see. I didn't do anything. Oh, okay. It looks like Pete gathered a bunch of stuff. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. That's great of you. I'm glad you did that. Okay. So this lowered my forest a bit. No, it raised my forest a bit. Lowered my wildspire. Lowered my tundra as well. And some of the others, unfortunately. But otherwise, it's pretty interesting as well. So then now I can go on here and crouch in front of her, of course, looking like a weirdo or some creep. So lure out a monster, like I showed earlier. As I said, over on the right there beside the monster shows you how many tracks you have for each monster. So you can lure it out that many times. But it's a nice way to look and see which monster spawns in which location, because as you can see, like Kulu here will spawn in the Wildspire, and then Puke Puke can spawn in the forest region or the Wildspire. Same thing with, well actually no, Tobi Kadachi can only spawn in the forest. Anjanath in forest and Wildspire, all that. If you look through all of them, you can see kind of where they will spawn if you want to summon them. So it's pretty interesting. And yeah, it's pretty nice to be able to summon what you want. And you can also make some of these tracks at the Elder Melder as well, using some other items as well. So yeah, that's also something you could do. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it for this expansive Guiding Lands video. Yeah, Pete, we can stand here. Yes, let's stand here beside Pete and the escort. So, yeah, if you like this Guiding Lands video, hit that like button. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. And yeah, if I missed anything, just leave it in the comments. And yeah, you can, I guess, note it that way, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.